All right, so now I have used Prisma together with Next.js as well as Tailwind and Postgres to build a rather simple application, but mostly to learn these technologies. And I thought I would just give a couple of points here. So let me actually just show what the application looks like right now. So I used Next.auth to implement authentication, which was very easy. I feel like this whole environment with Next.js, Prisma, and Next.auth is kind of made for each other. So it was very easy to make this all work. So basically this application is like a JavaScript notebook, you can say. So you click new evaluation, and you can just run some JavaScript code here. And when you hit Command Enter, this pretty much runs the expression, and it saves this in the database. So the first issue I did is that I went ahead and used something like Elephant SQL or Elephant SQL, however you want. And I actually use this for my local database as well, and quickly ran into some issues that you couldn't use Prisma migrate. So I had to use this Prisma push, and yeah, I didn't really understand what the issue was until like today. I realized that you're not supposed to use a hosted database on the development environment. There you should really just be using a local database, and you should create your migration there, and then you should deploy, and then you should use something for like this for the actual uh, production environment, and then the migration is just going to run against this database. So I figured that out. So yeah, really fast to set up with like especially the server side Prisma things. You basically just set up your schemas here. So yeah, I basically copied these authentication schemas that you need to get next after work, and as well as my custom evaluation schema. And then you basically just run yarn or npx prisma migrate, and then it creates these migrations pretty much. So that was pretty easy. I think where the most issues I had was probably with the Prisma client. So yeah, so the Studio app is also really nice. So they have this thing called Prisma Studio. So you basically just open your project, and it's pretty much like magic. They show all your models, all your data. Yeah, super easy. So yeah, really good app here. So if we move a bit onto the cons, on the local environment, everything was very snappy, and I didn't really have to do like any optimistic updates. But as soon as I deployed to production, everything was very slow. Like each request was, yeah, it took like 3, 4, 5 seconds to load the evaluations, to log in, to create new evaluations, delete things. So here I had to implement optimistic updates so that yeah, it's easier to, or it's faster to delete stuff. So moving on to the next problem, which you can see here, is that I have had a lot of issues with database connections. And I think it is because when you use the free version of this, you can only have one connection. But since I'm the only one who uses this, I kind of feel like it should work still. But I think it's something with Next.js and their deployments, and yeah, I tried to get this to work. I read something that you can basically append this to the global object, and if it already exists, it's supposed to use that one. I don't know. It's pretty flaky, to be honest, and it doesn't feel very reliable. So I think that's a pretty big negative for me, at least. I am only using the Prisma client on the server side, worth mentioning. I'm doing everything through API routes, and always importing the Prisma object there. So yeah, I mean, if that could be solved, I would be really sold on this, because what I really like with this entire environment is that you get front end, you get back end, you get your lib stuff in one repo. It's super easy to manage everything. Um, Authentication, it's super easy to add like more providers. Right now it's only GitHub, but it seems pretty easy to add more. And yeah, overall a pretty positive experience. But yeah, this database connection thing is kind of a deal breaker. So yeah, that's pretty much my conclusion on Prisma, Next.js, Next auth. So thanks for watching.